everybody who is joining in for this session of Adventures in Astove. We are still waiting for a few of our party members, so sit quietly, and soon enough our party will join the stream. As currently most of them aren't even available on D&D. So not that great, but most of them the time they will be joining quite soon.
Hey man, how's it going?
Going good. Welcome, Jay.
Where's everybody at?
I have no idea what's taking them so long. And you're on the stream now.
Well, okay. Good afternoon. Good evening.
Yeah, well, like I said to our audience, currently only what I'm aware of.
Well, glad to have them.
Indeed. Wixon is on his phone, so he will be here quite soon. Bleak is always a little bit late. Pandemic, I probably need to poke him.
Might want to wake Blake up too.
Indeed.
Is Riker gonna be here?
Riker is not going to be here at the moment. And
Okay,
also, the new player won't be joining us. She has some personal things going on, so she's taking care of that.
Gotcha. Okay.
Pandemic. Bleak. uh, we'll give him 5 more minutes. He is at
Yeah, no
least
problem.
reacting.
Exactly, yeah.
Ryan, I can almost think like he won't be joining us again as usual.
Yeah, have you heard from him at all lately?
Well, I've been sending out messages to the players, but he isn't responding lately.
Bummer. Hope everything's all right.
Well, he probably will be alright, but he has things going on with military, so yeah. He
Oh,
is.
I knew he was deployed.
Hmm?
Yeah, I knew he was out deployed. I just wasn't sure how long that was supposed to last.
Yeah. Let's hope he will return safely.
Yeah, exactly.
So we'll be having a party of Pandemic, Bleak, and Wixen if everybody is coming, and not like Pandemic is forgetting it again.
Right. Exactly.
I know him too well. Be right back, grabbing myself a glass of wine.
Oh, okay.
And I'm back.
Welcome back.
You ain't gonna tell me that session won't be going on today, right?
I mean, I sure hope so.
I sure do too. However, we don't get a lot of response of two of our competitors.
Yeah, I haven't heard anything from any of them. Have you?
Nope.
Besides Wixon.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. I did say that it was this Thursday. No, on Thursday that it was on the 3rd, so...
Hey guys.
Hey,
what's up,
Wixen! I'm glad you could
What's
join
up?
us.
No responses from anyone else.
Not really, unfortunate. Was I to... Didn't I tell them explicit enough that it was today?
You put a lot of announcements out, but
Thought
I
it was
think
pretty
people,
clear.
yeah, people just when it's summer, everything is out the window. That is what I've realized.
Yeah, I know. I know well enough. Everybody is doing something. Things are hectic. Nobody can do anything because they have planned something, or vacation, or plans with their family going on the
Or that one cute girl finally asked them out. No,
something
there's so
like
many
that, indeed. And
possibilities.
welcome to the stream, Wixen.
Oh, is it online right now?
It's online. I've posted
Cool.
the link of where it is
Oh, nice.
in the generals.
Cool. Yeah, I think honestly, summer's usually. What I've realized, and this is whether I'm playing games or I'm doing anything that's kind of organized, like
They go out of the window. That's why it's called summer break,
exactly,
as in breaking the schedule.
breaking. That's actually good. I like that. Okay. There's some nice
Wixon, did you
music.
get your character leveled up?
Oh fuck no! We leveled up.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't want to do that.
Wait, what did you guys do? Why don't you guys tell me what happened? Was I the only one that was away?
You go. I will tell you a summary, and I will also, when we start, we'll recap a little bit. But you got
Sure.
saved by the Hellhounds by two Dragonborn, Liane, Katarina, and a monk.
Oh, Leanne saved me. Nice.
Liane saved you guys with Ice Storm. Remember
We
the
had it
goblin
completely
fight?
under control.
Wait, we did. Wait, I'm so confused. But I thought we had it under control when I left.
We absolutely did.
Yep.
Okay, so
Well,
we didn't.
Wixen, you was one of the MVPs that evening because you tidal wave left and right, downing them quite hard.
Yeah, I felt like I literally controlled the movement, and then all they had to do was just kill them in a little place. But
Yeah.
did more come or?
More
It
than
was
come.
of them.
A total of 35.
Okay, we cleared a lot while I was there though. But
You
They
cleared
all kept breathing
in
fire on
total
us, too.
8 of them. Of the 35.
oh man, all right. But we did level up.
You did level up because I gave you
Yep.
guys a bonus for surviving that. I put in two of my characters from the Out of the Abyss game, so
Fair enough. All right.
Bleak is
So-
coming, so And I think Pandemic didn't see the second message as in it's on the third.
So
I
has he
wouldn't
come
be
in?
surprised if that's happened.
Alright, let's see what we got here. So now we should be at, what's our XP level?
The XP level is at a flat level 9.
48,000.
48,000. And you got yourself a car.
A damn nice one for that.
Yeah, we're at, what the fuck? Okay, that's good. So, I feel like I should just keep going Druid. Fuck Barbarian. Because that's what's been helping us, right? Like my magic spells, not necessarily like... I've only raged once in battle, and it never really helped because they dug underground, technically. So...
Yeah, that was the arena fights.
I think I'm
Yeah.
gonna keep the Barbarian thing. Whenever I feel threatened and I need to run away, I get angry. Why am I running away? Ah!
Yeah, we
I hate
definitely
you.
have a very noticeable lack of AoE. So yeah, that's probably not a bad idea.
Yeah,
Alright.
in that battle, that was a clear indication that, especially with horde fights, you need it.
Okay.
You definitely
Level 8
need
Druid.
it.
I have completed. I'm gonna get something at level 8. I got what it is. I'm so excited. Ah!
But yeah, well, if Pandemic is not coming, that will be alright. Then we'll just have a party of 3 going
Oh,
forward.
nice. Wild
And-
shape improvement.
And we'll mainly focus on the character development part of this session.
Was your first level in Barbarian, and you went Druid from there?
Yeah, so what happened was I was an angry boy, and then I turned into a bit of a nature boy.
Got it. So you've got an ASI coming then.
ASI's right now. Okay, so Wild Shape Improvement says you can use your action to magically assume the shape of a beast that you have seen before of challenge rating 1 or lower. You can use this feature twice. You regain expended uses. What was it before?
The challenge rating was lower.
Understood. Oh, nice. What do I can turn into now? Yay.
What is your what kind of Druid are you?
Moon, just the typical one.
Nice. Those are
I
the
didn't go
best.
for the. There's a really cool blaster druid that I was looking at. I forgot what it's called. It's one of the new ones. Have you seen it?
Spores. It's probably spores.
Yeah, it's actually pretty good. I was actually thinking like if somehow I could like move into that or whatever. But this one's not bad. This one works out for us anyways. But it's just really cool.
Spores is really like.
Oh no, it's not the spore druid. There's another one. I'll find it for you. It's
Sure.
Shepherd.
no.
Shepherd
it's-
is the one that has all the summons.
Shepherd is one of the Shepherds and
Dreams is another one. Dreams.
Knights are the most played.
Either way, I get my wild shape. Which is sick.
Let's see.
If you're hey Wixon, if you're a moon druid, you get to have a challenge rating as high as your druid level divided by 3.
Indeed.
Path of the Moon.
So you can
So it's
go up to challenge rating 2 right now.
Oh, sick.
So you could be a giant bear. No.
That's from the wild shape. Sure. Using Bodashi to expend 1 slot, spell slot to regain 1d8 hit points per. Oh, that's different. Combat wild shape.
Combat bot shape is indeed for the Moon Druid character Druid level divided by 3.
Oh,
I put a couple of your stuff that are recommended options in the Discord chat.
However, because you're now level 8, so you can transform in a CR2 creature.
Yay! Oh my god, that means can I do my big monkey now? Oh no, he's CR3, isn't he?
Yeah. Not the... No,
What are you talking about? Talking about
My giant ape.
we'll look
check, I
at
think
Giant
zero.
Ape. Giant Ape. Oh, wait. Other one.
The one that you beat the shit out of me with the robot.
Giant Ape is CR7.
Fuck! Oh! Damn it. Whatever. It's okay.
But,
Sis-
give me a second.
be an Allosaurus.
It could be Allosaurus.
I have said to him that
Can it be anything that's not in the world?
not in the world indeed. So he has to see the actual thing. Okay, giant
I would go
ape.
polar bear. Polar bear would be awesome, or saber-toothed tiger.
I have a saber tooth already. I have saber tooth, I have giant elk, I have cave bear, and I have hunter shark. If we need anything in the water.
It keeps it a little bit more manageable.
But now I can get flying animals since I'm at level 8, which is great. So I might have to add some flying animals to this. Because we don't have any flying animals. Now, the funny thing is that most of the stuff we're doing right now doesn't need flying because we're in a cave. But the cave has a pretty high height at some points, right? So
Yeah.
we've been fighting
You-
like fucking things.
You were fighting dragons and wyverns.
Yeah, exactly.
And those wyverns had flyby.
Exactly.
If I'm correct.
You are correct.
Let's see. Did they have flyby? I think they didn't actually. Let's see. Futuristic specific species. Let's remove.
Looks like polar bear is supposed to be a pretty optimal one for that challenge rating.
Okay. Let's see. Wyvern. Oh wait. Where? Oh, I'm looking again at. Not beasts. Wyverns. Wyverns. No, they don't have flyby. They have multi-attack. No. Flyby is specific, very specific as to being able to just fly alongside and not be attacked. But that's reserved to most smaller creatures. As in ravens, owls, that kind of stuff. Wyverns are too big for that. They're basically telling. But still, the wyverns were the cave that you were fighting in with the wyverns was 60 feet high.
So maybe getting some flyers might not be bad.
Indeed. However, the group also encountered smaller cave systems like the Goblin Horde cave and the underwater cave where they found Omega.
Oh yeah, I forgot about our buddy's friend in the jar.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I do have to cut out about a half hour earlier than normal today to meet some guys.
Sure, that's no problem. So what, we have about from now 2 hours?
3 hours. I've got 3 hours from now.
Oh, wrong dice.
Okay.
It was a D8.
Alright, we'll focus on character-driven stories a bit today. Well, strolling around town like last time, Wixen.
Okay. That is fair.
You should build a giant eagle as well.
Is it pretty strong?
Yeah, it's got connecting.
I'm looking for something that actually can see in the cave, though.
Giant bat.
Yeah, we could do that. Or a swarm of ravens that say nevermore.
That would be good too.
Alright, so as a druid, my wisdom modifier is already where it needs to be. So, what should I do next? Con?
Man, what are your proficiencies to try to boost those to make it more effective?
Oh. Perception, nature, history, animal handling.
Those are all wisdom-based.
Yeah, except for nature. And history. Those are int.
You could go.
You could always boost your deck so you can get better initiative. In armor class.
Oh, to help my armor class as well?
Yeah, your dexterity will.
Basically, how quick on your feet is basically dexterity. So the better you are on your feet, the better you can dodge something, increasing your armor class as they are not hitting strong points, but I have more scraping along.
Yeah, because I feel like there's no feats I really need right now. What the hell would I need?
What are your save proficiencies in?
Oh.
Why don't I hear anything anymore?
I just got advantage on perception checks and investigation checks if I only move half my speed on a turn.
Sorry
So
for
I
the
practic-
little break. People are tuning in to the stream.
Yeah, so I have
Okay.
effectively have advantage on all my perception and investigation checks at this point, which means because when you have advantage on perception checks, your passive effectively goes up by 5.
That is sick. So I was talking to Anne about like getting the what's it called? The observant feat, but you're technically a walking observant feat.
Yeah.
No, you're slow walking observant feat.
Yeah, I actually did think about getting the observant fit just to make it even more ridiculous, but that's for later.
You should. Then that's like god status. Essentially, like the way that Peace Fighter has to play the game now, he just has to give you his notes.
That's not how it works.
Nah.
he just gives you the notes and then you control the world. No, I'm just joking.
Yeah, it's just.
Can you change that? Could you edit that? You know what, Peace? I don't want that. I want 1,000 gold for that thing.
Yeah, no, it's just.
Because then you'd be over 30, right?
Currently my max. If I got observant, yeah, my passive would be 31.
Yeah. So if you slow walk, you become god level observant. Which is hilarious. Oh god, look at
Yeah, like I just rolled to see what I would get. And I got 30.
on a 19. Yeah, okay.
19 and a 15.
Yeah, son. Why is this open hand monk thing open? Because I have actually seen open hand. It looks pretty cool.
I
They're a lot of fun.
I'm not entirely sure because this thing has been messed up. I think there's a character that was. Is anyone else showing up today?
It seems that at least I was hoping that our pandemic would be just showing up, but
Hello?
do you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, but he will not be joining us at the moment because I think he is messing up with the dates. He
Wait.
was expecting it on the 10th and not the 3rd. So yeah. So yeah, unfortunately we can't do anything about that. We need to wait on Jay because he fell away for a minute.
Alright.
Wixen, why is your mic off?
I'm here, just like chewing on some food. So,
Okay.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna get some food.
ASMR'd on.
Yeah. Oh man, I have not been getting good sleep lately, and so even when I did get decent sleep, like last night, I'm still like, my body's still saying, "Hey, go to sleep more."
What'd you do yesterday?
That's me.
Well, no,
every day.
it's the last week I've been super like caught up in things. Last week was like the final of my summer session for summer school. And not to mention, on Thursday, in addition to having to turn in an essay, I also had to go to the clinic for my usual appointment. So I had a doctor's visit. And that took a while, and then just all that. Which, and getting blood drawn didn't help. Blood.
Where did that go? Come back. I like dropped straight off the fucking map. Damn.
What? Yeah. I have no idea where.
Anne's
he
back.
went. Welcome back, Anne.
Yeah, sorry about that. I was having some connection issues.
Also.
Yeah, I was having those a while back too. This week has been annoying with Expedia.
Expedia.com.
Not a sponsor.
Also, earlier you you posted all the flying things because it looks like that an 8th level druid now.
Yeah.
So you just got a new list of stuff.
Yep.
Well, actually, because you're a moon circle, there should be 2 more, or a couple more.
I don't know where to get those from.
There's a.
If you click on that link right below that list I posted.
Oh my god, Anne,
there's a whole
you're
bunch
just
of
such a
stuff there.
fucking beautiful man. Thank you.
I'm kind of a geek on this stuff.
No, I love it. Like honestly, like this is why I've enjoyed being introduced to this game. You know what we should do one day? Just talk about how we got into D&D in the first place. Because my story is literally like 2 years ago. Like I literally had no clue about role playing or any of this stuff. Like, oh man. So I'm in love with this shit now.
Well,
You
mine
are
goes
too.
back before any of you were born.
That's fine. That's okay.
Okay, tell us the story of how little Jay started D&D.
I think it was 1981, maybe.
Shut the front door. Okay.
Start
Yeah, I
the
think I was-
jazz
yeah,
music. Oh,
It
wait.
was 81 or 82. I was 7 or 8 years old, something like that.
Nice.
And I was visiting my cousins in Georgia,
Mhm.
and they were older than me, and they were playing it. And I was like, what is that? And they're like, it's Dungeons and Dragons. I'm like, that's awesome. And so they taught me how to play. And then for my very next birthday, that's all I asked for. I said, I just want Dungeons and Dragons stuff. And so my grandmother just bought me like every one of the books that were available at the time, a shit ton
Aw.
of miniatures and all
Love
this
grandmas.
crap. And so me and my best buddy, that's just all we did for like that whole summer and the next year. And that was the start of it all.
Okay, so were you the DM, or would you just ask your friends to be the DM?
We would take turns doing it back and forth because neither one of us had really played much before and we were learning it. So we just kind of took turns and did stuff. And then our big thing was we just created our own adventures. We created like these big intricate maps and stories and all this stuff. And it was pretty cool. It was a lot of fun. And then I played for, I don't know, probably until I was maybe just starting high school. And then I kind of stopped playing and I didn't play it again until I was a grown man and had my own children and played with them.
Yeah. So, how long was that break in between? You don't need to say like I'm not trying to like situate your age. I'm just trying to understand like how long your hiatus was.
It was probably
Like most of
at
your
least
20s, probably.
about 25 years in between.
Holy crap! Okay.
Because when
So-
I played as a kid, I played first edition,
Mm.
and then when I got back into it as an adult, it was fifth edition when it was first coming.
Okay, that makes sense. Oh my gosh. How about you, Bleak?
About 2.5 years ago, a friend of mine was trying to get into a game. He met someone from his class in college who was willing to DM, and he called a bunch of us, and we all just kind of started. And after that first game wasn't the best. The DM was a bit of a hard ass about certain things. It was really difficult, and it was super railroady, especially towards the end. And then eventually I started DMing myself with like very people in that similar group, and I've been just playing ever since. This is, I think, my second Roll20 game.
Okay. So you're not like super new, but you aren't also super like kind of like you haven't played for a long time.
Like me.
Yeah. You're not a veteran.
I mean, not quite, but yeah, I have been playing for like since I started like 2.5 years ago. I've been playing pretty consistently.
So you feel like with your own proficiencies, you're able to say that you feel pretty confident that you know a lot about the game.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool.
Especially, when you start DMing for a module, you really learn the ins and outs of it.
Really?
Or yeah, so I'm pretty. I know like a lot of certain rules, subclass abilities. I'm pretty familiar with a lot of it.
Okay.
Yeah,
I guess
you really have to when you're DMing because you have to be able to account for what your players might do, and also with newer players, you want to make sure you're reminding them of things they can do because they may not know.
That's fair. So then, between both of you, if you were able to kind of, say what actually captured you about the game, that's continued you on or renewed your interest in it, what was it, or what is it?
I mean, for me, it was always the draw was I get to be some other person that's like this superhero almost, because you can do all this crazy shit and like smash people with big two-handed axe, and I could never do that in real life. I'd be in jail, but I mean, I can do all this cool shit that I really do, in real life.
Interesting. Leak?
Yeah, I guess just being able to do things like interesting stories, playing out like all those grand quests, and being able to take it in any direction, not just what the game or what the book tells you it could be.
Ah, fair enough. So you like the idea that it's much more malleable than a video game or than a story. It's something you can kind of control as well as a player.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I found what I was talking about. The Quetzalcoatl.
Oh, the
What's
What?
a model?
Quetzalcoatl. Yeah, it's a dinosaur. It's the best flying creature.
Yeah, I was just looking at it.
Yeah.
Quetzalcoatlus.
Also, but a good idea, something that would really be beneficial is there's a spell called Guardian of Nature, or I think it was Guardian of Nature. It's really effective with wild shape.
Oh, did you just? Oh, you went straight into my spells. Okay. Let me check.
It's a druid spell.
I have to get a
Yeah,
spell anyways.
It's Guardian of Nature. Yeah.
It works really well with wild shape.
It's a
Well, I
4th
guess-
level spell though.
Right now, from what I can understand, the best thing for me to do for you guys is to get more AoE and more like crowd control shit, so that you guys can keep like doing what you're doing best, but I can kind of help out a lot more. So I'm at what level right now? I'm at 8th level. 8th level gives me
2
an
4th,
additional slot. So
2 4th, 2 3 3rd, 3 2nd, and 4th 1.
So let's see. What 4th level spell do I need? Or it might be I need a 3rd level spell. We'll see. Which spell did you say that you wanted me to get?
Oh no, Guardian of Nature. When you're wild shaping, it's really helpful because it effectively gives you advantage on all your attacks.
I
And,
I pasted the description for it in the Roll20 chat if you want to look.
Oh. Yep.
Yeah. I will be telling you a little bit about how I started off with
Yeah.
how I did get to D&D. Well, I was watching Josh Corcher on YouTube, his D&D games, and well, I was it got my attention to really start the game. However, at that moment, I was I'm also one of the people that is like, okay, if I'm going to do something, I want to do it right, and I want to know, as I know that these games can last for, well, we are playing almost a year, so it was during the time that I was in New Zealand, so I waited till I got back in the Netherlands. I started searching for people or groups that I could join. However, the groups that I joined never started playing again, or never started the new game, or... So yeah, I was searching around online, applied for a few, but never get responsive or never got invited. So I started basically starting this game, Adventures in Astove, and been playing ever since. And it's now a year going on, so...
That's cool. So, how like these guys? What has kept you like kind of coming back?
As in, why I kept going back to being a DM?
Yeah. In your case, yeah, sure.
Well, quite simply, it's a great learning tool to actually cope with sudden changes in your environment. Because especially Riker, he throws a wrench in every game. He comes with the most unexpected shit I've ever.
Oh yeah, he's like a troll specialist. Like somewhere in his life, he took the tree that went down troll, and
Yeah.
it's just a lifelong path for him. That makes sense.
Yeah.
I get it.
So, and because of that, it's always interesting to basically see how the story develops. And that's basically what I'm missing in most standard games. They are too scripted, too just one line works. replayability is quite low. Here at D&D game, there is something new every time to experience. There is, especially with every time, even Anne and Pandemic are like unpredictable as sometimes, but it's really enjoying to basically see the story unfold during the play itself, instead of having it laid out before you as a single player campaign.
Yeah, no, that's great. That's a cool answer. It's fun to hear what you guys are like. What makes it interesting for you guys? The way I'm a person that likes to hear about people's intentions, and I kind of think in the game even I'm interested in that as well. Like understanding how people are creating these characters and how they're motivated. That's always what fascinates me the most. So I think it's cool to hear from you guys like that.
I'll tell you, one of the big things for me is I love the options. Like every book that comes out when it adds a new race or a new subclass or something like that, I love that because I love creating different characters. I've got like over 30 characters I've created that all full out backstories that are ready to go. Just because I love creating characters and all the combinations you can make. I think that's
yeah. After, sorry, you blacked out for a second.
No, go ahead.
No, Anne did.
No, I'm done. That was it.
Oh, okay, sorry. Yeah, it's just once Xanathars came out and it like practically gave like 50% of the more subclasses, and they were all like really good. I'm just like, yes, I have to make characters for every single one of them.
Oh my god. So for you guys, the mechanics of building that character make a lot of playability and enjoyability, and every time something new comes out, it's like, how can I mechanically build this new fun character, or how can I do that? That's how you guys look at it, or is it I had a character idea, this fits well?
It's kind of both, because I've had it go both ways. I've been like, oh, I really want to play a whatever class and whatever race,
right.
And then I build a story. But then I've also had, I have a story, now I got to build a character to fit with it, which was one of the really cool things they did with Xanathars 2, is they gave you all this stuff on building backgrounds.
Mm-hmm.
You roll on these tables and make your own background. I do that a lot of times. I'll just roll on these tables and then create something from what I rolled.
Oh, really? Oh man, I always go, okay, cool. DM, tell me what the world is. Tell me what's happening. I always love to understand the universe I'm coming into. Then I'll start to build a story. Like there's this one I'm playing. It's called the Skeleton War. It's essentially like the human race was essentially like at the brink of death, right? And essentially they came back because some paladin, like some super paladin, kind of saved them all, and now they're essentially fighting against this undead horde for like thousands of years. And you come into the story and there's a lot of political intrigue, a lot of like all this shit. So I was like, oh, interesting. And he's like, yeah, and the party's being accused of murdering 2 nobles, doing magic illegally, and doing blah 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 blah. Oh, also one of them's a necromancer. If anyone finds out, he's going to die. And then he just kept going on. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Seems like they need a lawyer. And he's like, what? I went, yeah, it seems like they need a lawyer. They're like, you're gonna build a lawyer in D&D. I made it really clear to him. I was like, listen, I don't give a fuck about fighting. Like, that's just not like I'll play a video game if I want to see fighting. Like, if I'm gonna play this game, I want to like interact with the characters in your world. And you just told me how politically fucked up your world is, all this shit. And so I was like, all right. And I can tell you guys this because you don't know, but you're not in the game. But essentially, I said, all right, I'm gonna be a slave. He went, what? I was like, what's that gonna help you with? Don't worry. Just let me keep going. Build a slave. Slave essentially was part of this group of like rogues who essentially are they're the underbelly of the political arena, who help to keep the status quo, because not all roguish type things have to go against the order. They could also be an evil that is like needed, right? I was trained by them, so I have like 1 level of rogue or whatever it is, because I'm trying to play out what my character's going to be. But I really wasn't a killer. I was actually better at organizing killers. So they upgraded me, and at some point I went from organizing killers to them putting me through Bardic College. And so that gets me all my other proficiencies I need. And then as I started doing that, I became very, very I became a prodigy. And so I took all the feats that gave me all the skill checks, right? And so I have 14 skills checked. Okay, I got 6 expertise because of the feats I did and whatever, right? And I just built this whole character, and all of his intelligence ones are the expertise ones, right? Which made it so, when I'm doing any kind of lawyer checks and whatever, I'll be good to go. And I went, yeah, that's my character. He went, so you're not going to be able to fight, pretty much.
Nice.
Yeah.
So is this 5th edition?
This is 5th edition, yeah. So I built a lawyer using, I think, College of Lore plus just it was 1 or 2 levels of rogue. It was really easy. I could have done cleric to get a little bit more out of it, but it made no sense for my character, so I just took that out. Even though I could have gotten a lot, I could have checkboxed everything. I literally have two boxes not checked. And this is the first time I've ever done a build like this, because I was like, I don't actually know how to build this Swiss Army knife, because that's all he is. He's a fucking tool, right? And it was funny. It's supposed to have 2 meanings, right? He is a tool, but he is a tool, right? Both. So it was really, really good. And I just got them out of a huge. We had an 8-hour RP session, and I lured the fuck out of it. And everyone's like, "We're glad that you got your RP. Now we want to kill things." And I'm like,
Can we go fight now?
No, everyone was everyone. So when I came in, they were all tired because they were in this political city, and nobody wanted to do anything in that city. So they all split the party and were doing dumb shit. And I came in and I went, okay, let's find the anarchists. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do this. And they're all like, fuck, this is really good having an intelligent character here. And I just started moving them through and doing all this stuff. And I was like, listen, we can find fights in the city. And so I found them all this fucking weird underground fight places to go and do shit. We discovered an unlocked bunch of allies for them. It was such a dramatic fucking law situation. But this is the first time I ever built a character thinking about the technical and the what's it called? Sorry. The role playing all together. I've never done that before, because usually I just go role play. All right, this character fits. All right, I'll just do this. Right? I don't really think you guys seem to be very conscious of the technical parts of it. Even resilient. I didn't even know I could use resilient the way you guys just that. I never even thought about it.
Oh yeah, it's super useful.
Yeah.
What's resilient again?
It gives you one point in your stat, and then it gives you proficiency.
Oh, the feet.
Yeah, I didn't know. I didn't even know there's a friggin' feat for that. I don't read into this stuff, because to me it's the RP side of it. But every time this is why I love talking to other people who have other interests when it comes to the game, because it intersects, and now I can appreciate the game more, right? Because the way I learned about this game, I didn't even tell you guys how I learned about this game. I moved to Seattle a few years ago, and from Canada, and honestly, all my friends, I have a lot of nerd friends, but no one ever taught me about D&D or anything like that. Everyone just thought, I don't know, I was just some talker that just talk a lot. So no one really was kind of telling me about the game or anything like that. I come here, and I met a bunch of stay-at-home dads. Don't question how, but I met them. And I go to their house, and we started playing board games. At some point, have you guys ever heard of the board game Arabian Nights?
Yeah, I've played it once or twice.
Okay, so that game,
I've never played it, but heard of it.
Okay, so I play this game, and I'm like, what the fuck am I doing, right? I just go around a map as Alibaba or whoever the fuck I am, right? And I pick a fucking card, and then it tells me to open a book. I'm like, the fuck are we doing? Right? This is Goosebumps or something, choose your own adventure. By the end of it, a djinn had cursed me, I had a wife, I went to jail, and I was this whole fucked up story. And by the end of it, the fun in the game wasn't actually the board game, it was building this character. And I was like, what the fuck is this? Is there more shit like this? Right? And he's like, oh, well, let's play Gloom. And so we played Gloom. And Gloom was you had an Addams Family type character set, right? A mom, a dad, a sister, a brother, an aunt, and uncle. They all look like the Addams Family, a super gloomy family. The goal of the game was to put these transparent modifiers on top of the characters that had a series of unfortunate events. So it could be little Timmy went to school. You had to tell a story. Little Timmy went to school. Never really liked school. and then as you get in negative modifiers, you're supposed to find the death cards and finally give them a resting place. So when you kill your family off, each one of them needs to have as much negative modifiers on it, and that's how many points you get. And I was like, holy fuck, this is another storytelling game. This is really fucking fun. What else is like this? And everyone's like, fuck, just go play D&D. And I went, what the fuck is D&D? No one's like, you don't know what D&D is? And I just sat there quietly. They're like, here, just watch these videos. So I watched like 5 or 6 videos, and I was like, this is fucking crazy. What the fuck is this game? What the hell? Then I started playing like in the Seattle area and fucking just not liking the people I was playing with because they're all just a bunch of weirdos. Like, here's the thing. I'm cool with playing like in any situation or whatever it is, but there's some times where like people are just super weird about shit, and so I didn't like it. I came onto Roll20, found all of these people like you guys and other people that are really cool, and I've literally been playing like an addict for like 2 years. But it all started because of fucking board games and stay-at-home dads. That's really how I learned.
That's awesome, though, man. I play a ton of board games myself, and that's it's a great game.
Yeah, I'm actually in a channel right now where it's just a bunch of DMs who like play games on a regular basis, right? Like they play like fifth edition games, but because I feel like I'm like playing in their one shots a lot and whatever, I just went, all right, if everyone has Tabletop Simulator, I will teach you guys board games, because I now am like like a 18th level board gamer now in terms of how many I know, and I can teach you the most complex board games, and you guys just keep giving me D&D. Thanks.
So are you a Kickstarter junkie then?
My stay-at-home dads are all, I love how I'm saying they're my dads now. These guys are all the Kickstarter guys, so they'll just text me about new Kickstarters that are happening and whatever it is. I don't actually buy any because they literally have a library. I should send you guys a picture of like all the board. It's like I went into a store.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, I've got a real problem with Kickstarter. I'm having to like restrict my access because.
Oh no! Do you get like the little expansions for each one of your games whenever they come out?
Oh yeah, of course, of course.
I think one of my friends, he makes miniatures himself.
That's badass.
That's how addicted he's gotten. Like he's like, fuck it, I can't spend money on this shit. I'm going to make them myself. I'm just gonna get the blank copies of them, or I'm gonna build them with a 3D. Poor guy he kickstarted a 3D printer, and it's been 2 years, and they still haven't like built it.
Oh, that's
because of all these like little complications. But yeah, like another one of our friends who's actually not really into like making things got his 3D printer like in 2 days and has been like making shit for him. It's been really funny. So I have a bunch of, it's so funny. I went from like zero knowledge of like nerd stuff to like it's like 0 to like 1,000 so quick. So now I know a lot more about this stuff. You should share whenever you have some Kickstarters you're thinking about. Either try to kick you off of it, or or I'll probably say get it.
Yeah, I was gonna say I backed 3 of them this week.
No, Jay. Oh my god. Who do you play with?
When you said you had a kick,
my same group of friends that I play D&D with.
Oh, fair enough.
We also play Magic the Gathering.
Oh, okay.
like the last thing I backed was about it was a couple months ago. It was some app that essentially you can make pixelated characters when D&D with. And that's like,
wait, it's like a generator?
It's sort of, it's got a bunch of preset things and you cycle through them. And you can like, all right, this is what I think the character looks like. And I'm like,
that is text-based generation of characters.
No, I don't think that's what it's called.
No, but the mechanic of it. You're basically typing in text to create a person.
No, it's not text-based.
Oh.
You have a series of a torso section, and you cycle between what torso you want, and maybe you want him to hold a weapon. You cycle what weapon, and maybe he has other things.
Okay. Well, yeah, there is, especially in the new AI research, they're basically trying to do some things like that to basically generate things just by text. like
Oh my God.
whole profile images, for instance. Or one of the examples that I've seen is, for instance, for the gaming industry, basically generating houses. But yeah, as we are about 1 hour and 10 minutes actually ahead of late for the scheduled game, shall we start the session?
Sure. Yeah.
Probably a good idea.
So
I can sit here and talk forever in any situation. So let's go. Yeah.
indeed. So, with no further ado, let's find out what you guys did last time. Facing the Hellhound horde, our heroes quickly saw their battle going southward, retreating backwards if possible, and getting knocked down multiple times. From the shadows where they were retreating to, they saw a monk appear from the darkness. Riker was conspicuous of this person and asked who she was. Her response was clear and simple. Your rescue party. From the shadows, a dragonborn wielding a warhammer and shield sprinted past Riker and took the position in the front line. Later another one appeared, together with Leanne and Katrina. With fresh new people on their side, they quickly made good care of the Hellhounds, especially Wixen with his tidal wave, and Leanne with her ice storm, as they could hit multiple targets at once. The Dragonborns wielding shields to maximize their potential to evade the onslaught of fire breath as they shielded away the flames, and a monk matrixing out of the way of the flames that came along. Making quick work, they gathered up the crystals that they were able to get from the onslaught. They made a beeline to the exits, rescuing other adventurers along the way, and eventually making it out safe and sound. After a heavy night of drinking to recuperate from their battle, a new dawn arises. Welcome back in Adventures in Astove. As usual, roll a d20. Wixen, you are the first to awake. What do you do?
Feels like I was not in control of myself for a while. Oh, it feels better to be back in my own skin. What happened yesterday? So much happened. I need to think of a new spell. That one spell I saw, what was it called? Ice Storm. I could get that. It'd also be funny if I got polymorph, though.
You hear a
I gotta
little
think about
voice
this.
in your mind. Can't you transform already in almost every creature?
Yeah, but I could also transform everyone else into any creature I'd like. That'd be amusing. Imagine I make some people who like to wander too much so big that they can't move through the corridors. That'd be great.
Riker.
Yeah, it'd be so fun. Or, you know, I could take him and make him into a little rat, and I could just stuff him in my damn pocket. Oh, hilarious. I don't know. I just feel like I feel like more alive with this party. So much excitement, so many things to do. I can think about my spells in different ways. Oh,
I think if you're interested in polymorph, you should be talking to a pixie.
you're right. I can summon them. And I don't need to have it myself. Whoops. I got so excited. You are right. Oh, you are such a smart random thing I still don't know anything about. It's okay.
Oh God,
You
we have
will
a toy.
learn more about me eventually.
Just all I know is you're at the bottom of a sea somewhere and you're okay with being bored there.
Well, that's something for another time.
Okay, well, I'm glad you can give me some advice on these things. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. And maybe start waking up your other compatriots.
Oh, yes. We should. Days need to be made productive. You're right. All right. I'll walk out and start knocking on doors.
You can move your own character, right?
I am trying to find him. Give me 1 second. Yeah, I can't see my character. Oh, no, I can now. All of a sudden he appeared. Meow.
There we go.
Alrighty, so let us go to door number 1. Knock, knock.
As
This
you
door.
knock on the door, you hear a little bark.
Oh. This is where they're sleeping? Nice.
And soon enough, you see the door open, and you see Nightfang walking out.
Hey. You? Hi.
Give me a second, I will...
Yeah, his HP looks a little off there.
Yeah, that's something I still need to work on. As you look inside, you see two very dazed people lying in their beds. And give me a perception.
Sure. Oh my gosh, it takes a little time for this thing to load sometimes. Alright, there you go.
As you sniff around a little bit, you smell a little bit of vomit.
Oh god. I'll tell them to bring you guys some food if you guys are like that knocked out and like unconscious. Oh god, you guys are nasty. Ugh. You guys drink too much last night?
No, it's never too much drinking.
Okay,
Just bring me more.
No, just stay in bed. We'll get you something to eat. Just recover today, you idiots. Ugh. Oh my god. Nightfang, I'm sorry. Why did you sleep in there? Wasn't it stinking? Alright. I go to the next door. Knock, knock!
And your door is being knocked onto.
Please don't tell me this one is knocked out too.
Hey,
God.
what's going on?
Oh, hi. Okay, so you are you're normal? You're okay?
Never felt better. I got lots of naps yesterday. It was weird. I thought I was fighting somebody, and then I'd be asleep, and then I thought I was fighting somebody, and then I'd be asleep. It was just really
Are your
strangest
people
dream that we were in a cave with a bunch of dogs that breathe fire. It was so bizarre.
Huh. Oh, I think that's real. But I just felt a little bit less in control for some reason halfway through the fight. It just felt a little like, you know, I did stuff and I didn't really like. It's just you know when you go into autopilot because you feel like you know what you're supposed to do. That's how I felt. I really felt like I was I was connected to you guys so much so that I didn't really feel in control anymore.
Yeah, I feel that way sometimes too, and then I wake up and everything's dead around me, and it's like, oh, I guess I took care of that.
Okay.
Like the bad guys, not like my friends.
No. Oh, okay. Okay.
Well, I
yeah.
mean,
No, makes sense.
Usually,
Okay.
anyway.
What are you guys yelling about?
Well, everyone's friggin' drunk.
What?
They're all
always
drunk. They're all useless. It's just me and Ann here. Oh, and Night Fang. Sorry.
Speaking of which, where's the rest of our animal companions at?
I don't know. They weren't with us when we went down either. I thought that you guys had some sort of thing where like they don't come for some of them. I didn't really actually. I don't know anything. Let's put it that way. Where are you, Thorin? We're just hearing your voice.
Sorry. I was looking.
Is he dead? Is he a ghost?
Oh no!
No.
Did you die? I think we have to smite him.
It's like my dream all over again.
Oh no! All the people dead around you.
You're going outside. I will bring you into the scene.
Okay.
Whoa, people are teleplating through walls now.
Yeah.
I'm a teleporting fat guy.
I guess it's us three today.
Tori,
Four, don't
you
forget
I feel a little prickling in your mind. Would you mind take me along with you guys? I have no interest in staying behind.
Oh, sure. I grabbed the bag.
Wait, what?
You don't hear this, Wixen.
Oh no, I'm saying, but he. Oh, okay. Thorin just says it straight to him. Okay, cool.
Yeah. Well, Omeda has the ability to. She can only communicate between each other's and can't basically connect you guys in between. So she always needs to translate between.
Understood.
So yes, she always she can basically choose who she messages. As you make yourself way to the main dining area, you guys.
Sure.
As you look into the dining area, you soon notice that Ghost and Charm are cozying around near the fireplace.
Who's this green one?
That green one was in my dream.
Was she?
Yeah.
So you should go say hi to her. Should I come with you?
Probably not a bad idea.
Okay. Well, just don't kill her.
No promises. If she ends up to be a zombie or a wraith or an undead of some kind, I can't.
Can't you check that?
Yeah, good idea. Let me do that first.
Oh no, not again. We need to talk about this thing you do where you guys just
sense any undead around you.
Okay, I think we're okay, guys.
Okay. I'll go and pet Charm.
Let's see. Celestial fiend and undead. No, you don't sense any of them.
Hey there, green girl.
Ah. Seem that you guys are awake now.
Oh yeah, I'm well rested. You seem really familiar to me.
Well, we met during the cave attack. We've rescued you guys from the Hellhounds, remember?
Oh, that's right. You guys came in at the end while we were cleaning up. That's right. Now I remember you.
Indeed.
Stole a couple of our kills, I think, too. Yeah. We had that covered, you know.
Yes, it seemed like you battled along quite enough, but we were uncertain of your own capabilities. So, just to be sure, we helped you out a little bit.
Oh no,
You
I
wouldn't
think we're
mind
fine.
that.
We're
right?
good. We're good with that. We're good with that.
But just so you were clear, we had that under control. That situation was
Oh my god.
Yes,
perfectly fine.
totally.
Excellent. Glad we can agree.
Well,
Where's
it seems
the
you're
rest of your
not.
friend?
Yeah.
They are waiting on you guys.
Oh, let me guess. They need us to bail them out of some trouble?
Well, you noticed what happened last time in the cave, right? You saw all those poor new people going down, needed to be rescued, and also you heard of the amount of death recently in the caves.
Yeah, that reminds me. We were supposed to get some rings that they were working on that they were collecting from all those dead guys.
I think they would be ready by now, especially with the amount of bodies that are recovered. You should be alright with that. However, I got a request from Liane, and she likes to talk. She wants to talk to you guys in person as soon as possible, preferably. It relates to what's happening down in the dungeon.
Okay, so your people want to meet with us, and the ring lady wants to meet with us. Man, we're just in high demand, huh?
Mm-hmm. Indeed. However, we've seen how capable you were, especially how you were able to survive such a big attack. That's why Liane, especially Liane, has been talking with this Firebulk over here. What was your name again?
What?
What is your name?
Wixen.
Wixen.
Yeah.
Because of her familiarity with you, she asked to gather you up for a expedition.
Sure. I'm fine with that. I just need to figure out some stuff with my spells. Actually, I can ask you guys, and Leanne would be a good person to ask too. Okay. I'm down. How about you, Thor?
So we're gonna ask about more. I thought, didn't we already buy the rings?
No. We're gonna go kill things again.
Oh, yeah, I guess.
We gotta pick up our rings. We gotta meet with Leanne, and then we gotta meet with this green girl's people.
Sure. There's just something I want to go to the magic shop first. There's something I wanted to buy, but I kept forgetting to.
Sure.
We gotta
Just give
go
us the
there anyway
address.
for the rings, right?
Yeah. I guess we're going there anyway.
Yeah.
It's fine. I have a map. It's fine. I have a map. We're good.
Yeah.
I know where to go, Anne. I've been there before.
And the individual that we're talking to right now, has she revealed her name?
No, she hasn't.
I'm so sorry. You asked for my name. I don't know yours.
Phelan Forged On.
Phelan Forged On. And do I recollect that she was the magic user, the melee person?
As you recollect, she was the one dodging the flames by evading away. She's the monk.
She's the monk. Could you just type her name in chat, please? I just want to have it.
Yeah, sure.
Gotta collect these pretty little names.
Give me a second. I will just make it so that shoot nameplates. There we go.
Sure.
Oh wait. Also, players need to seed it. Yeah. 6. Doesn't update for some reason. There we
I can
go.
see it now.
Oh, perfect.
I would recommend grabbing a quick bite and then moving out. I'll be waiting here along with your compatrons, apparently.
Oh, our beautiful wolves? Is that who you're talking about?
Indeed.
Mhm.
Ah, I heard. No, charm turns to you. I heard that you guys were in quite a pickle last day.
Yeah, I think I pretty much saved everybody. Pretty much.
Oh, good thing. Yeah, you guys left before, without waking us up.
Well,
Didn't
to be
it?
honest, I feel like you guys are always being forced to do things, so I think today we just want to give you guys a rest. But if you want to come today, you can.
Sure, why not?
I don't really know what this relationship is you have with everyone here. I'm hoping to understand if it's mutually beneficial or if you guys don't really like it.
At first, we were basically forced on the subjugation. However, recent battles has shown that they need our help more than we need them.
You kind of like that?
Well, it's better than having nothing, and the food that they provide is delicious.
Fair enough. So you get to train your bodies, and you also get to fill your bellies. Makes sense.
As she turns to Anne, I'm not a boy.
What? Did I say boy?
No, Anne.
It's just an expression.
Oh my gosh. Well, I really do appreciate your company, and either way, I definitely feel I can likely maybe take on the same shape as you guys at some point, if you guys want to teach me a few of your tricks.
You're not talking about doing some kind of breeding here like Riker was going to do, are you?
Oh gosh, no.
In no way, shape, or form.
I mean, I'm just saying, if you
Do I
are,
even-
we could maybe make some money on the deal. I don't know. I'm not.
Oh my
judging.
god,
I'm just saying.
I'm start walking towards Thorn starts walking towards the shop. I'm not gonna hear this anymore.
Yeah, I finish my meal and I go, okay, let me be really clear. I don't think I've had trouble in this city finding women, but that is not my
Have
my
you looked at
intention.
yourself in a mirror recently?
I don't know what it is, but
you
this
like legit have like dirt and roots and stuff sticking out of your pockets. And I don't know when you washed last, but man,
okay. Now you're not wrong, but sometimes I've heard through my research that people like a little bit of a natural look. And I look at him, I go, huh? Get it?
Felin turns to you. Some indeed, but a good wash from now and then would help.
Listen, when I went and saw women, even though I was just trying to get information, I just make it very clear. I did take a shower. I will take one right now. And I run in and take a quick shower. My God. Showers. How unnatural. Why can't I just wait until the rain?
does he have running water in his room?
I have magic.
You have
Incredible.
you have bathrooms in the inn itself. They're,
I just
right
druidcraft
over
myself
here.
I druidcraft a faucet over my head, and I make it much more like elegant looking as water comes down beautifully. Like it's almost like rain, because I don't really like just dashing water on myself. It's just so offensive. So yeah, I just kind of make myself a little shower slide of water coming down and
In
finish
the
my
middle
shower.
of the inn.
Not here. No, I go in the back and I come back. I just didn't want to move my character.
Okay.
Yeah, right in the middle here. Everyone just like seeing me stripped down. It's going, ah. No, that's not what I'm gonna do. I go, fine, here, happy. And then I realize that there's still a twig in my hair, but it's shiny. I'm like, oh, it actually looks kind of nice. I'll leave it. Shiny twig in my hair. Let's go. Where do you guys want to go? Let's go.
Soon enough.
I think we need to hit the magic shop and then meet up with Green Lady F's buddies.
Sure, let's do it. And Anne, you need to explain to me why you're so aggro against everybody.
Oh, it's not everybody. I'm just on the alert because I don't really know where old Hydra might be. She could be anyone.
Who's old Hydra?
Wait, hold on. Are you
Oh,
speaking of
wow.
Ollie Hydra?
Ollie Oxenfree?
Wait. Okay. Anne,
Yes.
what do you have against the Princess of Elemental Evil of Water?
Well, everything basically. She murdered my parents, imprisoned me as a child.
What?
I spent my entire upbringing in a forced work labor camp being trained to be one of her soldiers. You know, nothing major.
That
Wait.
is a lot.
Are you from the plane of water?
Are you serious? Have you not looked at me? I'm freaking
I
blue.
thought you just lived in the ocean. That's completely different from being from the plane of goddamn water.
I kept telling you guys I don't have gills. I'm not a fish person.
That's true. She doesn't have gills, and I also didn't think you were a fish person. I just didn't know your background at all.
Yeah, so basically I grew up in this like war camp, labor camp, prison, whatever you want to call it. And they were training me to be a soldier, and I was in Old Hydra's army. As a matter of fact, I was going to be a commander. And so we had a pretty big battle one day, and it got pretty hairy, and I ended up in a spot with this merman who was dying. Now those are fish people, okay? And he recognized me somehow. I had some weird birthmark, I guess, on my face. You know, that spot that you guys are always teasing me about. Hey, wash your face. Yeah, that's permanent, okay? So he said he recognized me from my birthmark and told me what was turned out to be the truth, that my family had been taken captive by Old Hydra. My parents were imprisoned. I was basically indoctrinated to be a soldier in their army. And then when my parents tried to escape, she captured them and tortured and killed them. And so I basically spent the next few months trying to figure out if that was true or not, while not revealing that I knew this. Turns out it was true. And so I took off. And that's when I found these guys. Well, those guys, the ones that are sleeping in the vomit in the other room. And I've been hooked up with them ever since.
Wow.
Yeah. And people wonder why I have so much weird reactions to things.
No, you know, and you can talk about these things with us a little bit more, like whenever you're feeling these things. Or
Well, basically, the bottom line is she's really good at disguising herself, and her agents could be everywhere. So I'm constantly on the lookout trying to figure out where she's at, because so far I've not really had any luck in tracking her.
so Thorin is like a stealthy guy, and I technically can help with determining some strategies if you want. We can do some things if you want to kind of figure it out. I just need to understand what the tactics are, and we can maybe discern some stuff together in terms of how we could put some foolproof things in place. Like, do you know? Like, sorry, we should be walking while we're doing this, guys. Like,
I assume we are.
oh, okay, because we're just sitting at the front door, like so.
At the moment you're sitting at the front door and Phelan is walking up to you guys.
Okay, we're coming. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So essentially, like, whenever you were trained by this person and their evil machine. Do you know all
I
their
don't
tactics?
think she was a machine. She's
No. Oh, I'm so sorry.
like
It's a figure of speech. It's
she's an
essentially
evil
like
elemental being.
okay. I won't use words like that anymore. Like I was about to say the gear of their the machine. As you were part of her army and all the tactics that she had, what were like really predominant tactics for spying and that kind of stuff? Do you know what she would usually use or do?
I was more of a field commander. I was being trained to be someone who commanded the troops in the field. So, like flanking tactics, hit and run, things like that. I wasn't really involved in the spying or espionage side of
So
things.
we need to capture someone at some point and interrogate the crap out of them about that kind of stuff.
Well, yeah, I'd say we start with a couple of these undead people that are walking around here. They clearly have something to hide.
But they have nothing to do with the water elemental.
You don't know that.
It just feels like it's a very different set of like needs. I feel like undead don't need water. I don't know.
But they're being deceivers. They're being deceptive, and that's something she's very good at.
Oh, fair enough. Okay.
And
Okay.
She's never been afraid to use other agents to further her ends.
Interesting. Okay. I can see that as making sense. Thorn might have a better idea of like sneaky stuff and how sneaky people work. We could talk to him about it, maybe. All right, magic shop.
As you move along the city, you can quickly close down on the store that you ordered your rings. Sitting inside, as usual, is the awe-inspiring crystal gem that is sitting as a lookout piece for this shop. I guess you guys just start walking in.
Yeah, I'm totally down too. Thorin, are you gonna go ahead and chat with them about the rings, or?
Well, yeah, I suppose we'll ask about the rings. But I'm assuming.
As you walk inside, you don't see anyone other than the old lady behind the counter, knitting around and having a little bit of a piece of paper on the side. She looks up to you guys and smiles. Ooh, welcome back, dearies.
Is this the same person that was here last time?
It was the same old lady as last time.
Alright. Well, are the rings ready?
The rings are ready. Let me get up and get them from the back. Alright?
Also, I forgot how much. We ordered 5 rings and we got 2?
Yeah, you still got 3 rings to be given to you.
Yeah,
For
I
the
just
rest of the
wanted to
party.
I just wanted to make sure.
She stands up and slowly moves to the back. After a few minutes, she comes back around and hands over a small little box to you, Thorin. These are the rings that you've ordered. Well, is there anything else that I can pleasure you with?
Boy, I sure am glad Riker's not here right now.
Why?
He'd have something to say about that comment.
I don't know. Maybe he would. Maybe he would. But there's something else I wanted to ask about.
And that might be...
Do you have goggles of night?
Goggles of night? It's a very common item here in this town. Yes, I have them.
Yes, I would like to buy a pair. How much would they be? First,
What
I
are you
guess I should
getting?
ask. Well, I am a human who cannot see in the dark. Actually, can you see in the dark?
No, it's ridiculous. I'm from the elemental plane of water, and I can't see in the dark.
Well, then it might be a good idea for you to get a pair as well, because these goggles will help you see in the dark. Like Wixen, can you see in the dark?
Yep. What? Maybe. I don't know. Yeah. I'm pretty good at seeing things.
Well, then I guess he doesn't need a pair.
Well, these will be going around for about 150 gold.
Yeah, he can't see in the dark either.
I can't either. You're right. How have we been seeing? It's just been light, right?
Yeah, but this
Oh,
gonna make
oh my
you,
God, he's
you
blind.
guys were failing turns to you guys. You never noticed the freaking light coming off you guys.
no, there was light all around us. It was
I
really
just figured
annoying
that was
when
a symbol of my divine power.
it was really hard to be stealthy when we had to rely on a light all the time. So I want to buy these goggles just so I can not have to worry about the light.
Okay. Well, I don't mind getting goggles. They're not gonna like. Do they? Are there like? Do they like affect your vision? Do they hurt? Like, are there long-term side effects?
As long as you don't wear them
as far
in
as
bright
we
light or when you sleep.
Sorry. So what were you saying, Miss?
As the young man tells you, as long as you use them responsibly and use them not in bright light and in when sleeping, you will be alright. As far as the records go, there are no side effects of using this item.
Okay,
Unless you are an idiot and look inside the sun and blaze your eyes out.
Oh,
So that's something we shouldn't do.
Yeah,
Is
yeah.
that what you're saying?
The goggles enhance the light that your eyes receive, so you can pick up more. So if you look at something less bright, it's gonna be really bright.
and it's gonna.
So,
It's
like,
gonna
if I was gonna watch the sunset, I could see it really well through these.
Yes,
Uh,
and you burn out your eyes.
and you'll die.
Well, you're
okay.
not dying, but you
No.
probably
You will die. You will die, and
Oh, well, I don't think I like that.
that's
Or
great. So you only
blinded
want to use them in the dark.
or blinded
the dark.
for your entire life.
Yes, she's being really nice.
So yeah.
Wow, that sounds scary. Are we sure these are safe? They don't sound very safe.
I think they're safe in the dark.
Like I said before, if you're using them responsibly, there is no ill side effects to them.
Like crack. Just use it responsibly. Alright, we'll get 3 then, I guess.
Alright, that will be 450 gold pieces.
That's a lot of money. Can we afford that?
Yes. Oh, well, let's see. Hold on, I'm gonna take out. Where's the bank anyway? All this thing is so cluttered.
I got it.
Oh, does anyone else need it on the team? Should we buy it for anyone else?
We'll handle that when we come back.
Okay. Because I feel like our bard is also kind of blind.
I think everybody is.
We don't have to attune to these things, do we?
No.
No.
No, you don't. I
You
always said
just
subtracted
look
it from
through-
the group loot.
Okay.
Huh?
You just look through them.
What'd you say, Anne?
I subtracted it from the group loot, and I used real life currency instead of AN currency.
Yeah, Thorn would help you with that.
All right, so dark vision. So what are they called? Goggles of night.
Goggles of night.
Yeah.
You can
Goggles
Google
of
them.
Night, indeed. We'll post the item for you guys.
Boom! I have
There you go.
gotten night vision.
Shit.
Yeah, now we gotta add that to our character sheet.
Yep.
I don't know how we
Send
do
me.
that though.
Just drag it from the the
Compendium.
compendium over to your character sheet.
Yeah. Just go typing GOGG and you get the Goggles of Night.
And you drop it.
Do you guys have really nice armor that is not metal? And I don't know why I can't use metal. I still don't understand to this day. This is bullshit.
Because you're a hippie tree hugger.
I look
You're
at
a
you.
druid, correct?
Let me tell you guys something, okay? Metal is natural. It is not something that nature does not have power over.
Dearie,
Nature has power over everything.
Dearie, have you ever learned about, have you ever seen steel growing out of the ground?
Yes, it's called the metals that make steel. It's
That's
called the
iron.
ores that create it. Those are all natural.
Iron itself is natural. Steel is a production phase.
It doesn't matter. I understand. I get it. The rules have governed this set of work I've done. But I need to just talk to nature at some point. Like, I need to just have a chat. Like, maybe when I'm at a higher level. And I just have to have a conversation about just like this. Nature needs to progress and needs to get over itself. Like, sure, someone went and made some metal thing. Ooh. Doesn't mean it's not something that's within our control and purpose.
Well, what if you got something that was made of like mithril or some shit? Is mithril natural?
Mithril is a ore that is mostly found where the dwarven are mining, because it's a ore that resides deep within the crust of the planet.
But
I
yeah, but
wonder-
it's not an alloy like steel is, right? It's just mithril. You mine mithril ore, and you make mithril ore. You make mithril bars and whatnot, right?
I like you. I like you a lot, Thorin.
It might work, but good luck finding mithril, because it's not a resource that becomes abundant. The dwarves are quite picky on selling their precious items.
That's okay. I'm just talking on my soapbox right now. That's fine. I'll just walk with you guys, and if we see an armory, not the same armory we went to before, that guy seemed to not necessarily be the most helpful person. But if there's another armory, we'll find something maybe.
You know, if I was back home, we used to make armor out of coral back there. That seems kind of natural, and it's very hard and durable.
That's very beautiful. I'd love to see a pair if you have any. Are you wearing one right now? Wait, are you wearing one
no.
out of character?
I'm wearing regular magical plate, but I don't have.
Oh,
anything
okay.
like
I'm like, oh, I would love to see that. That would be beautiful. Ugh. Things that are in this world I still don't know anything about.
What? Phelan taps on the door and tells you guys, are you guys now can make it quick? Can make it quick, because time is starting ticking.
Oh, sure. Let's go.
Hey, green lady, look what I've got. Puts my goggles on.
She
Oh,
she looks at you and says, Usual as ever.
Yep. I got.
Can you
I got
can you
my
take those off? Can you
eyes
take
on
those
you.
off? Can you take those off? We're going outside. You're gonna get your eyes burned.
Okay.
Thank you. Is it ring of protection? What is the ring called?
Yeah. Ring of
Ring of
protection.
protection.
Yeah, applying it to the character is gonna be a little annoying because dragging it didn't seem to work. So you have to manually, like add it to the modifiers section of the
Yeah.
character sheet.
Oh, cool. That's fine.
It'll give you +1 to all your saves and +1 armor class.
All the other cool kids have it.
Yeah, ring of protection is like one of the most standard adventuring gear in D&D. It's just like it gives you a defensive boost, like in every way.
I've never gotten one.
Really?
Really?
No, ever. Anytime I play my characters, are either like, I don't know, man. Armor. I'm never good with magic items or items in general. I've never. I just give everything to everyone else, and I just don't take anything usually. So I don't really get anything. This is actually the most items I've gotten in a while.
As you move along town, you quickly notice a large. Well, you see the spire coming closer and closer. You move past a open square, and you notice that a large crowd has gathered. As, as you look over, you see Emilia Ravenloft standing in front of the people. The crowd
Coincidence.
are talking among each other.
Hey, just a heads up, but that girl might be a vampire.
Amelia?
Yeah.
Ravenloft? The blonde one?
I can't remember because not everybody has their name tag on at the moment.
It's the blonde one.
Isn't this the girl you had a date with, Wixon?
Yeah, I look at you and go, she is the sweetest girl ever. And remember, I was supposed to test if she was a bad person. She's not. She does have a sad backstory, but she didn't really go into it in detail.
I'm still gonna keep my eye on her.
Well, I think you should remember that, just like you, there's other people who have went through a lot of darkness, and that darkness can sometimes emanate off of them.
Let's kill all these trauma.
Guys, may I have a perception from you guys?
Precipitation.
Oh boy, can you?
Are you walking at half movement?
I imagine we're going. I imagine we're not running the fucking there, and I'm literally not moving.
You're just walking, and you come across this group of people. So
That's lame.
Torin and Anne, as you look around, you also, as you look a little bit through the crowd, you see Brinny standing alongside the group, and also one of their dogs. And a little bit further, you also notice Tom, the companion back in the summon inn that helped the drunken summon that helped you quite a lot. And as you look around, you also see Corin and Gen Hartwood standing in the back of the crowd, observing what's happening around.
You think Brenny's still sore about that whole misunderstanding at his house?
Go give him a hug and see.
Dude, I wouldn't. You tried to kill his dogs.
They were attacking us.
No, they weren't.
We were trying to save his daughter.
No, you weren't.
Clearly, you weren't even there. You don't know.
I was there. I know what happened.
A few seconds, as a few minutes passed, and the crowd's getting more rowdy of why they are here, and some are shouting, "Why can't we enter the dungeon? Explain!"
Oh, that's what.
Do you guys want to like go after dragons that are just gonna randomly be on the wrong floors?
Emilia turns to you. Wixen. Well, it's all right. I'm going to tell them.
Oh, sorry.
Yes. Recently, the dungeon has been more dangerous than ever. We don't know why this exactly is happening, but in the last 72 hours, multiple adventurers have died in the dungeon. On current records, we have 42 deceased and 37 missing people down in the dungeons currently. Because of this, the guild has closed down the dungeon for anyone who and only letting those who went down to the 18th level or lower. These people will be standing guard in the higher levels to keep the monsters in the dungeon, as recently they are also bleeding out into the city. We have multiple records of a few buildings being destroyed by the creatures coming out of the dungeon. This is mostly a precaution to keep everybody safe in this town. Are there any further questions of why they are not allowed here to go in? And who is going to pay the freaking bills? Are the guilds giving out free money to the people who are going out down there to earn their living? There are multiple quests around the city that don't involve going down into the dungeon. There are multiple quests going around also around the city. You don't need to involve yourself only specifically with the dungeon itself. Tom, can you announce come forward, please? Yes. As recently, because of the increased danger, as Emilia told you, we have asked Naruf to send over more quests related in the region around you guys. There are multiple quests going around, serving you well enough money to provide fight for provisions and keeping you on check with the lords of housing. Keep in mind that these quests will not be only in this town, but also in the town of Mesotopa and maybe further around. So you will be traveling around. However, as usual, the guild will be providing all the money that is needed for the questing around and keep you safe. We know that's an inconvenience for you guys, but surely you can understand that the safety of the adventurers goes above the death of them.
Wait, what? And what are you waving around?
I'm protesting. We want to go in the dungeon.
We're gonna get to go in the dungeon. We will, but you're so funny.
Yay! We won. Yes.
Yay.
Good job, my fellow protesters.
Congratulations.
What?
I'm like trying to make sure that like her voice doesn't go too far.
A few angry growls and looks are going your way, and
Don't stare at her just because she's beautiful. God,
Smiles and waves.
pervert.
Oh my god! There's so much mixed messaging going on.
as recently, we also have another announcement for the people of Suran. Recently, as few of you might know, that there is a maniac going around and having caused a toll on one of the cities close by, namely Land. Land is no more. The people of
No.
Land are dead, and the children has been taken under the protection of Naru. We are searching for people for a large expedition, as we know the location of the maniac, and as the name might sound familiar to you all.
Oh,
Oh,
please
pick
tell
me,
me.
pick me, pick
As
me, pick me.
yes, and I know that you have encountered Aldright
Yay!
before.
Yes.
We are gathering up troops in the roof to combat this
Wait.
army.
You mean thin fingers, don't you?
Same person, Anne.
Who is? Oh wait, that's your nickname, of course. Yeah. Um. Yeah. However, Aldright has been a major foil for no for the guild for the last year. We want to make a quick stop as his power has become too great, and because of the destruction of land, he possesses now an army ranging of a 400,000 plus army of zombies. Currently,
What?
currently he resides in the temple of Marak. We are doing investigations to open up the temple currently, and as we know how to enter without causing any more horrors that tell the tale, we will venture down there. Those who are willing to fight in this major battle will be well rewarded, and we hope your support.
How much is that?
Depending on the state, we're giving 2,000 gold for each member joining in.
Wow, I could buy like 2 or 3 drinks with that. I'm in. Sign me.
Alright, I guess we're finally getting out of town. I mean, as much as crawling to the dungeon was fine, I did sort of miss adventuring and going places. What about you, Wixon? Do you wanna? Is your adventuring spirit encourage you to wander?
I look at. Is it Leanne that's talking, or who's this next person?
Tom Hartford,
All right,
who
I'm
is
looking at
talking.
Leanne. Like, what are her eyes? Like, is she? She's more worried
Leanne is
about.
not here.
Oh, no, not Leanne. I'm sorry, Amelia. Is
Emilia.
she look like she's more worried about the dungeon and all that kind of stuff, or is she like kind of realizing this is important as well? Like, I'm just kind of like I'm just not sure what's happening here.
Give me an insight.
Sure.
I'm really good at that.
I don't.
Wixen needs to roll an insight, not you, Torin.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying.
Sorry, my insight's not the great, actually. But actually, my rolls in general have been bad. Sorry, give me 1 second. I keep exiting my character sheet. Then it takes forever to load. Alright, so character sheet, insight. Well, it's not that bad.
Ooh. Um, as you look over her, you see that her eyes are a little bit swollen,
Hmm.
and both messages are seem equal value to her.
Yeah, I also know that like she comes from a place where there's some hardship. Was that anything to do with this guy? Is evil or not?
No, she doesn't come
Okay, that's
from
fine. That's fine. Yeah.
very
All right.
hard
I
hardness.
look at everyone and go, listen, you have allowed me to join your party, and I am willing to go where you guys feel we can continue to accrue more power. Sometimes that also means doing favors and gaining and earning money. So I'm fine with it. I kind of want to talk to Amelia. That's all. Before we go.
Yes. So Phelan turns to you guys.
I'm scanning the crowd.
You don't perceive any undead at the moment.
Okay, guys, I think they're all okay.
All right.
Oh yeah. And Jen Hartwood and Corin over here. You know that they are in the party of Shara.
Which two are those?
I think these two.
Now here, I will shift you guys' perspective to
Oh, there they
Oh,
are. Okay.
up
Yeah, I've
here.
seen them before.
yeah. And that aside, you know that they are in the party of Shara, and yeah, and Phelan Forged on turns to you guys. I would recommend coming to Leanne because this probably involves both situations.
Okay. Sure.
And what do you guys do?
I think we need to sign up for some of that 2 million gold they were talking about.
Uh, uh yeah. Sure.
And then we can go talk to Leanne or whoever, but
Well, there's a lot we could do. We could stay in town and talk and figure out more about the dungeon stuff. I don't want to deal with the vampire. Or we could leave and come back later after we find out whatever the hell Aldrich is doing.
Anything that's unnatural and dead is an abomination to nature.
yeah, this guy gets it.
Oh man, yeah, you would love oh gosh, what was his name?
Dan?
No. Mera.
But I also have been trying to
Mera
get better
also
at.
hates undead.
Well, it's not that I hate undead. It's just when something is just it's ingrained in your bones. It's kind of like the whole metal thing where I'm a little annoyed by it, but I understand what I have to deal with. Same thing with undead. Like they're wrong, and I know that at my core. And whether I'm fascinated by wanting to learn it or understand it, I am naturally inclined to just destroy it. But I've also been trying to figure out how to make better, just connections and interactions. So I just want to talk to her just for a second and just see if like what's on Amelia's mind. I respect the group and what you guys want to do. I will go where you want. That's all. If you guys just give me that one little second to do that, I'll go wherever you guys want.
Well, hey, you could also decide to go somewhere else if you don't want to. It's a democratic party.
Yeah, I don't think doing things the way I've been doing them has worked, and I feel this party has taken me in a place I've never thought I would go. So I'd love to hear everyone's opinions, and I'd like to see this undead guy. He seems like somebody I could probably learn a lot from by killing him very slowly.
Uh, yeah.
Agreed.
Sorry, was that wrong? We're not. Are we supposed to make friends with him?
No. We're just. I mean, if we can help it, we're probably not going to end up killing him slowly. We'll probably just kill him quickly.
But then how are we going to get any information out of him? Do we
I,
hug him?
I,
That was another technique I learned.
I mean, I don't know. At the point we can get that we might not, unless we can get hints that he works for someone bigger. I don't know where we want to give him the chance, because
Is he
then
that powerful?
he could escape. Yeah.
Wait, how powerful is he? Like, can we actually handle him?
Omeda taps into your mind. He is powerful enough to control an army of whites and undead zombies.
He sick
Oh.
ghouls on us.
Oh. So he's at least a high tier necromancer, if not something more. Is he a lich? He's not a lich. Is he a demi lich? Is he? Wait.
We don't know. We don't. I don't know. Anne, have you ever checked to see if he's actually dead or undead or not?
When have I been close enough to do that? Have I been?
You have been close enough, however, you've never used Divine Sense, if I'm correct.
Not on him, no.
No, I guess not.
Okay. Well, either way, yeah. I'm just gonna go over there for a second. Is that okay? I'm sorry.
You go talk to her. I'm going to talk to Tom and sign us up for the crusade against the zombie army.
Okay. Unilateral decision. We're gonna go after the undead. I think that's fine. I am cool with it. If you're okay with it, Thorin. Out of character.
No, yeah, absolutely.
Okay, yeah. In character.
I mean, it is Albright, who's the guy we've been after since day one.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, I'm totally down. Yeah, all right. So I'll go over here to her if she's not busy, and yeah, he'll go to Tom and go join the army. Join the army.
So you say anything as you approach her?
Amelia, you look conflicted. Is everything okay?
Well, I've not been sleeping well the last night, especially the amount of reports that I'm getting. They're overwhelming.
Is this with the deaths in the caves or the deaths from this man that my party seems to already know and has interacted with?
Mostly the dungeon itself, as we are in this town, we're dealing mostly what's going around in this dungeon and not a lot with the surroundings. It's this town gets itself pretty isolated from the rest of the world.
So those issues never really come to effect.
Not a lot. However, especially having someone like that around, what Tom said, it actually scares me to hell that I was unaware. That, haven't we known earlier, we probably would have sent high tier people after him.
Well, I just met you as a friend, and I came over to understand why you felt so conflicted. I've now understand that. I would like to tell you that I am probably going to be going with the party to this undead situation. But if there's anything that you need in terms of just to think about whatever this issue that's happening in the dungeon or whatever's occurring, um, are you able to cast a sending spell?
I am able to use sending, yes.
Okay. Well, it would be nice to hear anything that you'd like to either brainstorm or just tell me about, and I will try my best to get some information to you if I find anything about it. It seems that there's a party. Um, that we're going to meet up with that seems to think that there might be a connection between both what is happening in the dungeon and this undead person.
Really?
Yeah,
Well,
I'll find out something and I'll tell you if I find out anything.
keep me notified about this because this will be very important information, especially for the people that are still missing.
Sure. Whatever I can tell
I
you.
hope
Well, I
that
just don't.
this
Yeah.
can be dealt with as soon as possible.
Okay. Have I accomplished this friendship thing with you? Are we good?
We're good, Wixen. We're good.
Great. And it's like in my head, I do a check mark, like you know when you like someone like you see someone like actively doing a check mark in their head. I'm like, perfect. Then I'm done, and I walk away.
She
I don't know
laughs.
if I say bye. I just walk away. All right, perfect, done.
Tom turns to you, Anne, and oh, you want to assign yourself for the quests relating to Aldrite, I guess.
Yeah, once you sign us all up, we'll take that $200 gold pieces,
You will be rewarded at the end of
rubies.
the it's not end of when we take him down.
That's a smart plan because most of us will die and you won't have to pay us.
No,
I said that out.
the people that are not deceased, you can read it in the contract. They will be still rewarded, but and actually be compensated more for the loss of their people. We are
So if 5 of us go out and only one of us comes back, we make more money?
essentially yes, but we rather not have that.
Interesting. All right, well, put me down for 5 and 3 four-legged companions. I guess 4 four-legged people and 4 two-legged people.
I know of the centaur in your group, but who are the other four-legged?
Let's see. We got Night Fang, we got Charm, and we got Ghost.
He looks around and sees the Night Fang and sees two other no, other wolves standing beside. Are you referring to the wolves?
Yeah, of course. They're
Okay.
equal share members of our group.
Unfortunately, that's not since they aren't uh, consider. We will discuss this at headquarters what we do about them, but they would be considered pets. So they if they join, they will get 750 each, but not the full map
I
round.
hope that they don't hear you calling them pets because they would not take very kindly to that and they would tell you quite differently.
I don't know about that, but
Oh, wait. And we also have a guy that's just a brain in a jar. So we need to get paid for him too. Her too.
brain in a jar. Are you?
Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Uh, I will talk about this in at headquarters. How we deal about that. Are you all right with that?
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, but let me know what you find out because, that's we're pretty well experienced, well oiled machine here. We can do some serious damage to some.
Yeah, sure. I will keep you informed. We're in about 5 days. We will send out the expedition, as we probably have results on how to enter the Temple of Marak by then.
All right.
Well, they probably postponed it because they sent it also to the main city. So make it about 7 days that we're probably starting off.
Got it. 3 days. We'll be there.
Sure thing.
All right, guys. So I got some good news. They're gonna give us a full share for what's the brain thing's name? I always
Almeida.
Yeah, Olmeda and Night Fang and Charm and Ghost all going to get full shares, and we're leaving in 3 days.
Okay. I turn to our lead, uh, and I go, "So, where's your leader? Where's Leanne? Where's the,
Lian is
what's happening?"
back at our home. No, as you follow me, we were right heading that way.
Okay. I think Anne, what you did is good. Let's just figure out what we need to do here. I need to understand the connection between the the different things here.
Yes, recent reports about Aldrite gave her a bit of insight of what's going on down there. So might she might be onto something.
Uh, and Anne waves at Brittany and smiles.
Yes, I did.
No, Brenny no, no, turns to you, looks, and turns back.
Oh no. Womp womp.
Well, he didn't sick his dog on me.
It's true.
And he has 5. Anyway, as you move along the town, you come to the to a you start to notice that the road isn't as paved as usual. The usual bright colors of the center city are dulled down in this part of the city. After a few minutes of travel, you finally arrive to the estate of where they're living. Oh shit! And forgot to. Let's quickly set it up with dynamic lighting. Okay, there we go. And back to the scene.
Hey, you guys feeling better now?
Wait, I need to remove them from the scene yet. Still. There we go. And I will grab Nightfang, Charm. Alright, we're now failing turns to you guys and says, well, we're here.
All right. Well, where's Leanne at?
Oh, she's inside. Give me a moment. She knocks on the door. As she knocks, you see. No, give me a perception, everyone.
my god.
Wow. It's a 1 and a 3. Dice gods are not happy with you today.
Then they're never happy when I have advantage.
Wixen.
I'm sorry. It just takes so long to.
It's alright, it's alright.
Maybe I can get a high roll again. Go precipitation. Well,
16.
higher. Mm-hmm.
As you look around Torin and Wixen, you see the curtains move away from the window. Over here.
Well,
You see,
Shaylin's going.
you see Leanne standing and turns around to the back. Presumably talking to someone. Soon after, you notice that the door opens. And you see a... oh, that's not what I want to move. I just want to move this one. And you see a a hand floating in the air.
Oh, fun.
Did you say a hand?
Yep. A spiritual hand.
Anybody else think that's weird besides me?
It's okay. That's fine.
And you see the hand wave to come inside. Katrina, really? Oh, come inside.
Is she being paranoid?
No, she's being lazy.
No. I walk in.
Phelan opens the door and shouts out, Katrina, you're lazy ass. Seriously, can't you just stand up and open the door? What, our guests were here. Why do I need to stand up anyway? Anyway. Leanne just sighs and shakes her head. At least you're better in combat.
Hello, friend.
Hey, Wixen, how are you doing?
Good.
How has your studies on the crystals been doing?
I've been killing more things and getting more crystals more so than anything else, really. I think I need to do more studying. I gotta do more.
Well, that will be alright, probably. There is always more time to study, however, you notice the severity of the situation, correct?
Yeah.
The dungeon itself is going rampant.
Yes. I didn't have a reference point before because every time I went down there, it's been running rampant. So I just thought that was kind of normal.
I can assure you that it is not.
Okay.
It's acting weird for longer than they say, but they keep it under wraps. It's mostly affecting the lower parts, and since we're only the farthest down record is 42, and those are quite big expeditions going down there, we don't get a lot of information from that far down. But come sit aside, and I presume you were with a centaur, if I'm correct?
Yeah, he is drunk and he needs to stay in his bed and just vomit it on himself.
Of course. Well, maybe another party was better idea, but seeing having seen you in combat, even though you were not the greatest party, considering that you all had yourself illuminated in such a dark cave.
I think Thorin, if you've met him, he realized that issue and he bought us these goggles.
Great. Yes,
And puts hers on. Look pretty cool.
Ah! There's a fire! I go over to her and I block it so that she doesn't blind herself from the fire. I'm like, it's like my body is like not trying to touch you because I'm trying to respect your space, but I'm also like trying to touch you so that you don't fucking put it on. So I'm like,
I don't
take
know
it
why
off.
we got these cool shades if we can't ever wear them, but
We
They're
will
not-
wear
they're
it when
not
no one can see
shades.
us. We can wear them when no one sees us. Get it?
And they're not
That's-
shades. They are
that's
quite
weird.
literally the exact opposite.
Katrina looks up.
She turns them around backwards and puts them on backwards.
There we go. Perfect. I love it. You're the best, Anne. You're the best. Is she the best? She's the best, right?
Perception, N. Wixen.
Oh, me too.
No, as Torren
Okay.
and Wixen, as you two look at Anne, you see, you notice that there is a floating hand on top of her, almost ready to pick up the goggles, and starts now floating away. As you see the hand float away and disappear, you start to notice it too, Anne.
I'm like, I really
That thing's
appreciate.
kind of creepy.
I really appreciate Katrina. She's the best.
I could do that too, and I summon a mage hand in front of Anne's face and have it poke her nose.
What the hell? Smacks it away.
It disappears.
Sorry.
Hey,
sorry.
look, I'm not one to tell anybody how to keep their house, but you might want to get an exterminator in here. You got some kind of infestation.
A fan.
Catch it again. And
Everybody in
float by.
the room starts.
Oh, look, Anne, there's another one.
laugh. Yes, we will. Phelan, Katrina turns to you. Yes, we asked a few people to get rid of this pest. However, they always got scared away and never returned.
Well, they're back.
No, the exterminators never came back.
Oh, well, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. The scenery's pretty good around here, but man, those flying
Well,
weirdo
it's probably
hand
because you
things.
guys didn't give them a hand.
Leanne shakes her head and turns to Katrina.
I'm sorry.
You-
All right, let's just
Are
keep
you
going.
done, Katrina, with your fun? Not quite yet, but I will stop right here and we'll continue with my book. And she continues reading. Can you guys sit along the table, please?
Fitting.
I don't have to shout around. And
Thorin, where are you?
Yeah. Oh, sorry. I got sidetracked by something on a different tab. Where'd you guys go? Oh, in this room.
Yeah.
Sit down, sonny.
What'd you just say to me, boy?
That's what you sit down.
Well, you notice the situation that it's pretty dire down there, and it's going down more and more like this, and I don't think it is going down soon. We recently sent out a researcher down to the obelisk, and he noticed strange energy coming from those areas. And with recent upsurge of a town being gone within a day by whites, seriously, you need quite a lot of power to control something like that. And to be honest, I have not heard or read about such feats in the recent history. However, in the far history, we have read about these obelisks being points of energy that is now flowing out from the ley lines of the planet. You have any idea what the ley lines are, Wixon? Corin?
Yeah.
I think this was explained to us.
Isn't that when it's really busy on a weekend night and you have to wait in line to get into the whorehouse?
No, it's
No.
different. No. Well, I don't actually know. Personally, that might be the same. I have no clue, but this is essentially the arcane flow of energy that essentially allows for, the focuses. And
You're correct.
I don't really use it, but it's what, arcanic magic users use.
Mm-hmm. However, even druids will notice changes in energy near those obelisks
Sure.
as they come closer to the state of Feywild.
Fair enough.
However, the researcher that went there notified me that the energy felt corrupted, and that the flow of energy is different than usual. And especially, it's still flowing the same way as he suspects. However, it seems like the area where we of process is pumping more of this energy than usual. And my theory is actually that these two events are connected with each other, as maybe Aldrich had found a way to manipulate these ley lines to be able to create these armies.
Because if he's just a human or just a mortal, he shouldn't have this much power.
And as far as the reports go, he should be human.
Oh, okay, so he is human. Okay. So yeah, that makes total sense, because if he's disrupting magical flow and those dungeons are based on some sort of magical creation, and all those rocks, those stones are magical in nature. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. But why is it that it's making them? Is it making the monsters want to escape? Is that why they're jumping levels?
No.
Why is their behavior the way? Why is it so erratic?
It's not so much erratic because their behavior of the monsters itself didn't change.
Okay.
However, their numbers and strength changed.
Okay.
And because of that, and as far as our history books tells us, before that this town has created, monsters actually came out of this dungeon quite often before it basically got contained.
Oh, really? So those things can survive outside of the dungeon?
Yes.
Oh, that's fascinating. I didn't even think of that.
Have you been to the arena, for instance?
Oh, you're right. Yes. I did think of that. I did know. I just did. Okay. Sorry. That was a slip of my mind. Thank you for reminding me. I have seen them.
Wasn't sure if you actually went there.
No, we killed a bunch in the arena.
You battled in the arena. Would have liked to see that spectacle.
These guys are very strong. They're just. I feel you guys saw them on a very disorganized. Like, it was. We were just a little disorganized when you came and saw us.
Well,
they like to jump in. They don't like to wait, and we don't really set up a front line or anything. It's just like ha ha, and they just run in. And then I'm like, okay, how do I throw this spell down when they're all like messed up and all around? And so then I have to try to do it so I don't hurt them. Yeah, so it's okay. It's not a big deal.
But yeah, Torin and Twixen, I want to ask you guys to investigate one of the closer obelisks.
Is it close to the undead guy we're going to go and meet? Because we've also signed up for that.
I don't know.
It's on the way.
What is the specifics about this?
We're gonna kill it.
Expedition. Yes, I presume, but
I don't know.
Where does he reside?
I look at Anne. Anne, you have a map of where we're going?
Oh yeah, I got it. We're good. We're covered.
But where is it exactly? Because I think they want to understand if it's on the way or not.
Oh yeah, give me 1 second. Let me get it out of my bag.
But did they give you a name of a place that we're going to? She's like ignoring me, trying to draw it. Damn it. You know what? If I could roll a high enough insight check on her drawing, can I be able to interpret it?
Yes. Yes,
cool.
You can.
Thorn, you can try too. Oh, unless Thorn is away for a second.
There you go. There it is.
Oh God. What the fuck? What is that? I don't understand. Alright, insight check. Fuck this. Ah! 19 on my insight. Thorin.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to roll an insight on him? To see if you
Sure.
can interpret his map?
Oh no, I understand this completely. Follow me.
Oh, no. We have to explain it to them because they want to know if it's on the way.
I'm honestly not certain.
Alright, I rolled a 19. Can I explain? Or is it DC 20? Is this hieroglyphics a DC 20?
But would it have been a little bit more presentable of the map that is actually created? Yes, but this is actually like, okay, no. Especially as it doesn't state the Temple of Marak, for instance.
Oh, so that's where we're going, Temple of Marak?
Yeah.
Alright, so I tell her that. We're going to the Temple of Marak. Maybe you want to ignore this beautiful diagram that was created by Anne.
And what time frame do you need to be for the expedition?
I believe that Anne said 3 days, Anne?
3
Yeah.
days?
No. Sorry, it was 2 weeks. 2 weeks.
You're sure about that? That it is 2 weeks?
Yep, that's what Dan said. He said we're leaving in 9 days.
In my head, I asked the brain. So when does the expedition leave?
Good that you remembered me. It was 1 week from now.
We're leaving in a week from now, just like Anne said.
Thank you.
Wait, was it 3 days?
No, it's a week.
Oh, okay.
That will complicate things, to be honest. She steps aside and walks over to one of the planks close by to grab a map, as she and rolls this out on the table.
Uh-oh. Map unlocked.
Oh, you
Wait,
already
that
have
does
this
look like
map.
our picture. Oh, okay.
Well, we're currently resided at Zuran, right over here. We will be traveling over to Beltas, and we'll go traveling to up to one of these broken down towns, and we'll head over to this obelisk over here. However, this is not the closest, but this shows the most potential from the records that I have. And if you say no, this would be 4 days of travel. However, the Temple of Marak is right about here. So, if we would go to that obelisk, we won't be on time to traverse right around it. That would take about 5 to 6 days of travel.
What if we had some sort of way of teleporting?
That would work. However, Mesotopa doesn't has a teleport circle in the city, and also in the capital city in the province of Redwood, which does, but that would also be out of reach. That is also another 4 to 5 days travel. So what I would recommend, if we're going with a plan, and I don't like this, is going through the Elder Forest.
Sure. If it cuts down the time, let's do it. Forests are no big deal. Why are you so scared?
She is physically going white.
Do I know anything about this forest?
History.
History. Well, so if we go back to normal Wixen rolls, that's gonna sheet. All right. 17. My rolls have not been that bad.
One word. Dragon.
Is it green?
That's where she lives. I'm not strong enough for her, but I don't think you should worry too much.
Why? What are you talking about?
I believe this
It has specifically told us to not enter that forest, and you see this area, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Oops. Okay. This whole area over here has been destroyed by her.
Yeah, I come from an area just like that.
You come from that area.
Oh, sorry.
You resided somewhere in the
right
forest
here?
over here.
I go, yeah, I know. I know very well. But I also know that this party has a certain relationship with her.
Really?
You could say that.
And I'm also curious to see how that relationship ends up being. So,
What kind of relationship? Because this is quite important. Because
Uh,
I do have noticed reports from cast that they were forced to build a wall.
yeah. She was annoyed that people kept wandering her forest without permission. So we could, in order to stop some trouble, we convinced the town to build a wall.
Hmm.
She also helped out with the plague there.
Hmm. I heard more like she was going rampant, but that changes things.
No,
If
no,
we
I don't think anyone
can,
died.
if we can talk with this dragon, would we be able to go through her forest without getting hurt?
yeah.
I mean, depends. She doesn't like people going in her forest, but if you got a good enough reason, maybe.
Hmm.
Well, I think she doesn't like the undead. That's a disruption to her. So, I think there's a few things with the way that you guys have described her. I just need to be a little bit away from her because I might go into a fit and try to murder her, which might get us all killed. So I just need everyone else to just be calm when it happens, and maybe I'll just blindfold myself, or maybe I'll just like deafen, or you could just cast silence. I don't know, do something to me. I'll be fine.
Um, what is your relationship with this dragon?
I
Witch?
got none. I just
Uh,
have a whole bunch of dead friends. That's about it.
uh, it's kind of again, it's kind of hard to really say. We asked her. We went into her forest once because there was some ingredients we wanted. And when we were leaving, she showed up and said, "Hey, don't go into my forest." And then another one of our party members walked into her forest and said, "Yo, can you help out with the plague?" And she did.
Hmm. She is. What kind of dragon is she?
I think silver.
Hmm.
I've never
Maybe.
seen her dragon form, but that's what she says.
Hmm.
All right, can I
Maybe
insight check?
she can be reasoned with. Yes.
Are they scared genuinely just because it's a dragon? Or are they scared of it for another reason? Like, did they do something to her?
Uh,
I can roll.
you roll.
Because right now I'm just a little curious. Like, my character is saying this out of pure, like, fine. Like, if that's the best way to do this, let's do it. And to be honest, I need to understand how I'm going to think about her when I see her after all this information I've gotten. Um, no, 23.
She is not scared because of it, because it's a dragon. It's because who the dragon is and what she has caused
Oh,
before in
reputation.
the no of what, yes,
Oh no,
because of her
yeah,
reputation.
she's
Okay.
she's a very territorial person.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you
Compared
this right
to
now.
usual silver dragons, yes, she is very territorial.
I'll be honest. If you're scared, you should know that like I've witnessed the burning of that whole area, and to be honest, I am probably the most volatile out of all of when it comes to seeing her. And if this is the best way for us to do what we need to do, I think if she is as reasonable as my friends here have said, she's going to understand the real necessity for why we're doing all of it. She might also have information on this.
Hmm.
But I do warn all of you that I am not the most like balanced person if we go back into that area. That is all.
I
Just
I think that we can risk it then,
sure.
and we'll just have to hope for the best then.
Okay. Sounds good. You guys genuinely see me shaking? Like my arms, like it's just rage a little bit, like anger. at the fact that, or it might be excitement, it might be anger, it might be excitement. Something about us needing to go there right now is filling me with something. But yeah,
Oh, okay. Bullseye and Arwin will be helping down at the dungeon. Katarina Snow will. Katarina, what are you going to do? Because you are, as far as I'm aware, only people who went down to 18 and lower. I will sit the house. Thank you very much. Really? Well, the situation is worse, and I'm not going to face that dragon. If you want to face her, then by all means, go ahead.
Katrina, I have a favor then if you're going to stay here.
And that is.
There's a woman by the name of Amelia. Have you met her before?
Yes, she is one of the accountants at the guild. Yes.
If you could give her some of the information on the theory that you guys have created here.
Oh, sure.
Around
Why
the
not?
effects. I think she seemed quite perplexed and disoriented, and I think information it helps people with that whole thinker disease to get a little bit more direction.
Sometimes yes, but given the situations, we don't want to have people grasping at straws.
Okay, I leave it to your discretion. I just feel,
especially if we send some kind of hope that might be linked to a false theory. We're sending hope that isn't that will only cause more danger.
Oh, my assumption is that she could maybe do a bit more research, think about it more. It isn't to give her hope. I'm not trying to make her. It's up to you.
Well, consider this. If we went out and said, hey, we have a theory of what's going on, and it's basically we're going to investigate this obelisk and see if we can do something about it. What would you do if you were shaken to the bone and fearful for the lives of the people in this city? What would you do?
Honestly, so out of character, this actually feels like a test to my character right now. So I'm like, I look through my notes, human interactions, distress, desperation breeds a sense of that word grasping at straws you said, which allows for the most minute of if a scenario is not even likely, even if it's like 0%, you all of a sudden give it 100% likelihood just because of this thing called hope. Oh, she's just gonna, like you said, the false promise thing, and just she might start to create this sense of hope, which might create a false sense of security, which then might allow them to feel like they have more control of the situation than they actually do, when the whole thing was really just a thought. Maybe?
You're quite on the point. And what did you want to say, Trident?
And I think she's talking to you.
Oh yeah, I say you kill them until they're dead.
What?
Yeah, if they're trying to kill you, you kill them right back until they're dead.
Katrina physically facepalms herself and is like, and looks back to Wixen. Is she really part of your party?
She is phenomenally strong and elegant in battle. I feel she has
damn right.
Sounds like a Bullseye to me. Well,
what?
always. Oh,
A Wolfstar?
a Woolsire.
What is that?
Seriously, you made a reference of our companion? Yes, I have.
Oh, you guys have somebody who's like her?
Let's say charging into battle with with a warhammer on great speed, getting himself in the middle of a fight, and getting himself surrounded. Well,
Hmm.
last time it worked out because there was still a path free, but
But is he an accomplished cartographer?
mm,
And I
he is
look at the
as
picture.
accomplished as you are.
Interesting.
I think you could take some notes down. You could maybe share some techniques.
That would imply that I could write.
Wait, but you can draw. Well, drawing doesn't need writing. You're
Exactly.
Wait, but then how do you put the actual locations?
Have you seen my spelling?
Oh, yes. Okay. All right. Wait, are they even like language words, or are they just like made
I
up
mean,
N
have you
words?
seen my code that I use?
No. Okay. All right. Yeah. He is whatever you say she is, but she is. I wouldn't. I wouldn't replace her, except maybe parts of her thinking and thought process. But that's a different story.
And Torin, how would you explain this particular situation if I would tell Emilia about this theory of ours?
Remind me the theory again, because there's a lot of topics going up.
That's the theory is that the flow of energy that is in the earth is being disrupted, and that the amount of flow in Brasses is causing the dungeon going wild.
What do you think? How do you, well,
And
an
we're
interesting idea, but
basically what Leanne wants to do is check out if we are able to stop this.
all right.
What would what would you think of this idea of Leanne and we telling it to one of the administrators of the guild that, as far as I'm aware, she is quite unstable? If I'm correct, Vixen?
Yeah, but she's also smart. Like, I feel like we're making her seem like some emotional, like weak person, but she's very intelligent. I think.
I have
I don't
met her
know.
before, and sometimes yes, she is intelligent, but when it comes to people, she can grow emotionally bonded to people around in of the adventures.
Okay. You know what? I don't think we need to talk about this more. Then we'll leave it to you. You seem to have a better grasp and familiarity with her.
All right, but I will tell her what she need to know, and that will be about it. We got a deal?
Deal.
Okay. Leanne, no, looks around and nods at Katrina. All right, we will be leaving as soon as possible. However, as the things have now been dealt with the wolves between the city of, let me grab the map, Botas and Xuran, we can leave at this moment. However, we will be camping out in the forest. You guys are alright with that?
Yeah.
I love nature.
Alright. Where are you, other companions? Again, remind me.
They're researching right now.
All right. Pull them out of their research and meet me at this at the northern gate. Will ya?
Sure thing.
I and Phelan Forthorn will be waiting for you at the northern gate, and we'll meet. We'll travel at a fast pace,
Perfect.
pace as possible to be in time for the excursion.
Mm-hmm. Sounds good. We'll get them sobered up and ready to go, and we will come and get you.
All
Or
right.
you will come. Or we'll come and meet you. Sorry.
So.
Yeah.
Anything that you guys want to say or ask her, or anyone in this party?
I feel like
No.
Where does she do her shopping? They have some very unique outfits.
yeah. Where do they get their fashion from? Anne's asking.
Well, we have a quite a good tailor for, that goes by the name of Indra.
Indra. Very nice. I'll make a note of that.
Indra Goldmill. She is quite expensive though, so I wouldn't recommend going there as often.
That's okay. Maybe we can get you an outfit if you want, Anne. Are you looking for one?
Oh, I just was admiring it. That's all.
All right. Then
The only thing I wanted to ask is, from a theory perspective, you've built something pretty elaborate here. What is that like? What is it that you guys are essentially? What is driving you guys to do all this?
to do all this.
Yeah, to think of this, to be able to figure it out. Like, it seems to be that this team does things when they want to kill things that they feel have slighted them. They seem to be, and then there's a little bit of fixation on murdering undead, also.
Hmm.
But like, what drives you guys?
Well, my drive at the moment, safety of the people of this land. Isn't that not enough drive for you?
I kind of look confused at her in terms of like her asking me that question. I don't know, but I guess safety of people is fine.
And also,
People
this
shouldn't be
is
burned to death. That's for sure.
this is my hometown, so I'd rather not see it in shambles.
Okay, sounds good. Do you happen to know any magic spots that are a little bit more off the beaten path here
What
for
kind?
items or armor?
There are quite a few shops around here. What are you looking for?
I think I need to just get more firepower from far, and I also wanted to maybe get some armor that could work really well with some of my my other abilities, like being able to shape change.
So you're searching for leather or hide armor?
Sure.
We might have it. No, Taylor going by the way of Underweg.
Sounds like underwear.
Underweg.
Yes.
It's not. He is not from around here, but
Neither am I.
he does make fine clothes.
Okay. Maybe we'll go over there. Maybe I'll go check them out.
And I know he's quite a good tailor, so maybe you find something.
Sounds good.
Any further questions, Torin, Anne?
No.
I don't think so.
And actually, who are these companions with you?
The wolves?
Failing to turn. Oh, they're party members, and they're quite cute, actually.
They are. I go and hug one of them.
Charms accepts you or let you go and hug her.
Yeah. I know exactly how to rub them and make them feel happy. So I'm pretty much just like a human scratcher for them. So it's all good.
And quite no Charms give a toothful grin and turns to Leanne. Well, this is indeed an elaborate plan, and we'll see how things will go. Leanne is taken aback a little bit. Oh, so you can talk.
They're actually the thinkers before. Yeah, I think they actually control the party.
A party controlled by Welt's wolves.
Mhm. Yep.
Well, not that
Very forward thinking party.
Well, we will make our exit and prepare the party, and we'll meet you up at the northern gate. That will be most useful. And Charm starts to walk out of the door.
Perfect. All right, I think we're kind of getting to the end of it. I think everyone's got to leave and stuff. So I think we'll get like whatever armor pieces that we need, maybe out of character later on.
Sure.
And just kind of talk through that.
We'll end the session here, you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. I got to go in about 10 minutes anyway, so that works out well.
Yeah, I saw your message. No, you needed to leave in 25 minutes, so we'll end the session over here. What did you think of it today?
Neat setup. I'm still a little tired, so I was zoned out a couple times, but it was neat. It's as fun as the dungeon was, I was getting a little tired of going in there doing nothing for like last couple sessions. So I'm glad to go away for a bit.
Yes, I was also getting a little bit tired of basically not progressing anything. But yeah, actually the whole dungeon was a setup for this.
Yeah,
That
that's
makes
what
sense.
I thought. I thought we were supposed to try to level up before we went after Albright.
Well, we got 2 levels out of it, so we're good.
Yeah, exactly. And
Indeed.
yeah, I mean, I always like an opportunity to show off Anne's non-combat skills.
Oh man, it's been good. Yeah, I feel like the characters. I've been able to get to know a few of the characters, so now I don't feel as like left out and feel like I'm involved, like as a character, not me. You guys are great out of character, like talking to you guys, but like in character, I think he feels more a part of the team. And also, I think this is the first fight where he actually used a lot of magic, right? Like even when I was there, and then when you took over for him. So I feel like he feels like he knows what he's supposed to be doing here, and I think it's good because he would have went more ragey if that's like kind of what the party needed. But since the party like seems to have a lot of these aggro components, he's actually just become much more calmer. Like he's a very different person, I think, with everyone here, which is interesting. So yeah, it's cool.
It's a nice transition, especially in the beginning. You started to rage for a few things, and you slowly see this change in your own perspective.
Yeah, it's good.
Even of your own character. Well then, those who joined the stream, thank you for watching, and I hope you have a nice evening or day or wherever you are. And I hope we will see you next time.
Peace.
Bye.
Guys, take care.